Good day once again, and welcome to Chemistry Tutorials with Tutor Taye Emmanuel Oyedu. And today we are going to be learning more on balancing of chemical equations. I've received quite some number of comments, some people not understanding how to balance chemical equations in chemistry, and this is very important in chemistry. You have to understand how to balance chemical equations. And in a very few minutes, I would like to run through that process with these two examples. These are two chemical equations and how do we balance them. Now this is one thing I would like to start with, that in chemical equation balancing, you do not have any business with this number, what I would call the subscript number on any chemical formula. Now if you change the subscript number of any chemical formula, it means you have changed the chemical composition of what is involved in that reaction. So you cannot tamper with it. Now, what you balance is the number of moles of reactants or products formed. Reactants reacting or products formed. So let's start with the first one. It's very simple. Just let's count. How many nitrogen is on the reactant side? I have 2. Let me write it down. I have nitrogen and hydrogen in this particular reaction. So how many nitrogen is there? I have 2. How many hydrogen? 2. How many nitrogen is there? 1. Hydrogen I have 2. Now you now use coefficients that will best balance this together. Now since nitrogen is 2 and is 1 here, all I need to do is to put 2 here. Okay? So it has balanced nitrogen now as 2. But in the process, it has increased hydrogen to 6. 2 times 3 is 6. And hydrogen is 2 here. How do I make hydrogen also 6? All I need to do is to put 3 here. So in the end, both nitrogen and hydrogen are now balanced. Okay? And by the way, this is ABA process, the industrial production of ammonia. So that is another added advantage for you to learn on this video. So let's look at the second chemical equation carefully and let's see how we're going to balance it. So let's write out the elements that are involved in the reaction. You have carbon, hydrogen, and what? Oxygen. How many atoms of carbon is on the reactant side? Look at it carefully. I only have 1. Hydrogen, 2. Oxygen, there's 2 here, there's 1 here. That's 3. On the product side, how many carbon? I have 6. How many hydrogen? There are 12 hydrogen. And oxygen, there's 6 here, there's 2 here, making it 8 oxygen. So now, I will now bring out the best coefficients that will ensure that at the end, the numbers of each atom must match. That's when the chemical equation is balanced. So, since carbon is 6 at the product end here, I can put 6 here. So that way I have 6 carbon and 6 carbon. Now, in the process, it has increased oxygen. But let me deal with hydrogen too as well. Okay? Now, in balancing of chemical equation, there is no rule that says this is the element you have to deal with first. It's by your technical discretion you will know which one is most convenient to balance in order for you not to have error in the long run. So hydrogen is 12 and it's 2. 12 is a divisor of 2. 12 divided by 2 give me what? 6. It means 6 times 2 give me 12. So I will put 6 here. Okay? So hydrogen is now 12. Is now 12. Now it has increased oxygen to how many here now? 6 times 2, that's 12. 12 plus 6. Oxygen is now 18. And it's 8 here. So how do I make it 18 now? This is 6. What do I add to 6 to get 18? So you just say 18 minus 6. That's 12. So that means how can I make this one 12? By adding what? 6 here. Definitely. So 6 times 2, 12. Plus 6, 18. So you could see that we have balanced this chemical equation. Very simple and quite understandable. So I believe this video has helped you to understand how to balance chemical equation when it comes to chemistry. Kindly subscribe to my channel, or follow my page, as the case may be, depending on the social media you're actually watching it from. And watch out for my next video. You can as well send in any question that is bothering you in chemistry, either to my personal DM, or you can send it as a comment under any of my posts. I'll be glad to look at it, and then we can solve it together, we get more understanding. See you in the next video.